And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road here today. We're at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Show number 2461. Yeah, big news, of course. We show you the headlines, which we're very proud of to say because she's from here. Miss Basketball, Johnson City Press front page. Andrea Flores from Daniel Boone named the best girls basketball player in the state of Tennessee, and we already knew that because she's from Northeast Tennessee, so we're very proud of that fact, to say the least. They're playing today, opening up the state tournament play. We'll be talking about that coming up here in just a few minutes. It's opening day for the girls' state tournament in Murfreesboro, so you've got Cobb County, North Green, and Daniel Boone down there representing us in Northeast Tennessee at the state basketball tournament starting today at the Murphy Center at Middle Tennessee State University. So we've got Andrew coming in here in a little while to talk about it. We've got also at the top of the hour, Mr. Baseball, Greg Sire is going to join us, and then Jeff Birchfield a little bit later on the show, due to be here with us as well. As we're here at Chick-fil-A on People Street in Johnson City, right down from Best Buy. And so we welcome you and thank you for being with us again on show number 2461, as you see on the screen. On our way to 2,500 shows, so we're looking forward to having a little celebration when we get there. All right, national anthem, here we go. We'll take a look at some college basketball, certainly the state tournament for the ladies. Get rolling, and here we go with the national anthem to get it started. Here he is, the one, the only, Chris Stapleton on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular amongst birds singing up, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, kept hitting the button. My finger got stuck. Anyway, we're back. Thanks for being with us here. We're at Chick-fil-A. The new sandwich, of course, is the Jalapeno Ranch Club. That's the new one at Chick-fil-A, just rolled out this week. Also, the new summertime drink to the peach milkshakes get here is a strawberry hibiscus. So that's the new drink you can get at any and all Chick-fil-A's across the country. So the RUB, that's the two new ones. The Jalapeno Ranch Club, that's the summertime new sandwich they brought on board. And the strawberry hibiscus is the new drink for the summertime. Andrea Flores from Daniel Boone right down the road in Gray. Named Miss Basketball, the best girls basketball player in the state of Tennessee in 3A basketball, which is awesome. There's 4 classes, of course. Out of fairness, let's run them down for you. Zoe Nicholas from Pickett County was a single A. Miss Basketball in 2A was Malaya Glasper from Gatlinburg-Pittman. Flores from Daniel Boone at 3A, and 4A was Kimora Fields from Bradley Central, the undefeated Lady Bears. So hello, Andy, in West Virginia. Jimmy Stout in Georgia, and Becky Muncie in Union County. How y'all doing? Thanks for watching. On the Mr. Basketball on the boys' side, single A is Will McCrary from Jackson County. 2A, Derek Roberson from Chattanooga Prep. Mr. 3A basketball, we wanted to be Jackson Simmons from Unicoi County, but it was not. It's Ty Cobb. I'm making it up as his name. Ty Cobb from Upperman High School. And then the Mr. Basketball in 4A is DJ Okoth, O-K-O-T-H, from Bartlett High School. So there you go. That's your Mr. and Miss Basketballs. And again, Andrea Flores from Daniel Boone, 4-year starter, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.5 steals while shooting 45% from the floor. Starting the tournament today, state tournament, they play today, as a matter of fact, down in Murfreesboro against Dyersburg at 5 o'clock our time. She's going on to play, she already got a scholarship at Mississippi State to play for the Lady Bulldogs in the SEC. And she'll start the tournament today with 2,518 points. It's very impressive, to say the least. So here we go. Let's get it started. Who is playing where today? The girls' state tournament starting at 10:30. It's underway. Loretto McMinn Central in single A. I'm guessing Junior will give me scores. Keep me posted. Westview and York Institute at 11 o'clock. Huntington and Smith County at 12:45. And Gibson County and Gatlinburg-Pittman at 2:15 today. That's the state girls tournament in 2A basketball. Then you look at who else is playing today. You've got in 3A, as we said, Daniel Boone and Middle Tennessee State will be where it's at. Daniel Boone 32-3, Dyersburg at 25-6. They'll play that one at 5 o'clock our time. Then at 6:30, Alcoa and Tullahoma. Cocke County and Liberty Creek at 8:15 tonight. Cocke County 33-4 out of Newport. Liberty Creek at 30-4. That's 63 wins on the floor. Those two teams. This is going to be a heck of a matchup. And then the nightcap at 9:45. White County and Covington. White County at 32-5. Covington at 26-5. So I don't get that. You have to help me on that one. I don't understand why they start the tournament and you got the last game starting at 10 o'clock tonight. Our time, of course, 9 o'clock Middle Tennessee time. They're an hour behind us, but still, you play all year. Why don't you come an extra day in the tournament and make it a 4-day tournament instead of a 3-day tournament? I mean, you're asking this team, so if whoever wins White County and Covington will come back and play tomorrow at 2:15. So they're going to play at, I'm going to go with Middle Tennessee time. They're going to play at 9 o'clock tonight. They win it. They can get right back up tomorrow morning and come right back out and play 2:15. You have a shoot around. You got to watch film. You got to grade the team or scout the next team, and you got to do that in less than 24 hours, almost less than 12 hours, really. And you get right down to it. That's crazy. That's not fair to the kids, in my opinion. I think you ought to do it an extra day. So, well, they're already down there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, but you play all year. God knows how many games you play, and scrimmages and here and there and jamborees. And so what's another day when you get to the state tournament? They give all these girls an extra chance to rest their legs. For example, Daniel Boone, when they win today, they're going to turn right around and play at 12 or 1:45 tomorrow. So they don't get none of these teams get a whole lot of rest. And I guess they're trying to do almost like an NBA schedule. I'm not sure, but I don't get that. When Andrew gets here, we'll ask him about it. because the turnaround time seems unfair. When you get to this point, you're at the state tournament. It's single elimination. You got to win 3 games to win it all. And so 3A, for example, is Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So that's what's going on today, the opening round of the state tournament. So you have, again, playing today, 3A, and also you have 2A playing. Tomorrow, the 1A and the 4A get with it. So, and the boys are next week. Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're on the road at Chick-fil-A here. We'll take a break. My man had not my man, but Z-Man had a game last night making NBA history. We don't see this happen very often, so we're going to showcase this. Goodness, it's a big deal. We'll show you and tell you about it right after this. Coming up, bottom of the hour, Andrew Smith, sports writer, Johnson City Press. On the road we are, Chick-fil-A in Johnson City on show number 2,461 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethan Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethan as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethancoc.org.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Chick-fil-A. Andrew's here. He'll join us coming up here in a minute. Bam Adebayo, big night last night. 83 points, the second most in the history of the National Basketball Association. Only one scored more as the late Will Chamberlain had 100. So, Bam Adebayo, 83 points last night. Will Chamberlain's only one's ever scored more. He had 100 back in 1962. It's kind of crazy numbers last night. Adebayo at the free throw line. This guy shot 43 free throw shots last night. Went to the line 43. It must have been a hack fest. 43 free throws. He made 36. He was 7 of 22 from three-point, which is not bad. Adebayo was 20 of 43 from the floor, but he was 36 out of 43 from the free throw line. Scored 83 points. Wow. So it's a heck of a night. And this guy's a 16-point scorer. It's not like he's a scoring machine. He averages 16 points a game. Axel Steins shines. We're out of school today? ACT. That's right. Juniors are taking an ACT test today. Yep, forgot about that. So he gets out. He's here. Let's see. 12 nuggets, 2 fries, and a large sweet tea. You got it. Papa Bears are with him, too. We'll have Axel on here in a few minutes. Anyway, Bam Adebayo, 83 points last night. 43 free throws. So, I mean, if I was the other team's coach, the Washington Wizards, I would say, quit fouling the guy. You put him in the line 43 times. And he made 36, but at some point I'd say, don't touch him. If he's over there, let him. Don't touch him. Don't send him back to the line. 43 free throws in one game by one guy. There's some teams that don't shoot that. But he made 36 of them. 83 points. The man's in the house. That's Andrew Smith numbers, really. I mean, remember the days back when he could light them up. He was a scoring machine at Hampton. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. He's here, sports writer, Johnson City Press. The big news, of course, Andrea Flores miss basketball. And so they play tonight. They got Dyersburg on the docket. We'll talk about the state girls tournament next and more. His beloved Braves. More bad news for the Braves, unfortunately. And so we'll take a look at that and more next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, Little Sports Show, and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. On our buddy Misty Counts, owner of Duck Crossing here in downtown Elizabeth, and springs and summers right around the corner. Why come shopping at Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabeth?
Because we've got everything you could ever dream of. We have 3 floors with over 50 different vendors. We have a great selection. We have more than 75% of our items are vintage, which are 25 years or older. So we are an antique mall, but we specialize in vintage items like our cleaning supplies and things like that. We have clothes, we have jewelry, we have a little bit, like I said, of everything.
Yep, and you do. Hours are open?
We're open through the week, 5:30, Monday through Friday. Saturdays, we're open 10 to 6.
Closed on Sundays.
Closed on Sundays.
How do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton, Instagram at Duck Crossing Antique, and on TikTok.
3 floors, over 50 vendors. Be loyal. Buy local. Buy it in downtown Elizabeth.
Yes.
The Duck Crossing Antique Store, one of our proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Had a squint. He didn't have to squint. He's a young pup. How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Glad to have you on the show.
Wednesday we got today.
Beautiful Wednesday. Going to change, but we're going to enjoy Wednesday. Everybody's already saying, well, it's going to be cold. Yeah, it's Redbud winter coming up, so it's supposed to be cold. It will be cold the next couple of days. Warm back up. Then we're going to have dogwood winter. It's going to get cold for a couple of more days. Then it's going to warm back up and have blackberry winter, and then we're going to have summer, and that's how it's going to be. So that's the way it bounces. So we got redbuds blooming out now, and so it's redbud winter. At least that's what the old timers are telling me. I guess I am an old timer compared to you. I always think I'm. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I am. And how old are you?
24.
Yeah, I'm an old timer. So there you go. In your eyes. So, but this man does a great job covering the sports world for the Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. How about it? Andrew Flores named the best basketball player in the state of Tennessee in 3A basketball. It's quite an honor.
It is. It's a tremendous, just tip of the cap to obviously her, the hard work she's put in throughout her career, but obviously that coaching staff at Daniel Boone, her teammates, just tremendous honor, not just for her but for the whole Boone basketball community. It's not every day you get a talent like her that also has the work ethic that she does.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's a very very cool honor for her, and obviously cool for all of us here in the Tri-Cities to
absolutely.
see that.
It's all about
we don't get Mr. Miss Basketball all the time up this way.
No, and I think Jackson Simmons. I don't know who the kid won. He's probably well qualified to win it, but I know what Jackson Simmons can do, what he meant to his team, what he meant to this area of scoring. I wanted him to win over Unicoi County too, but he did not. But she did. They're 32-3. They'll take on Dyersburg 25-6. They're from the western part of the state. I know nothing about them, but they got to be good to be there. So they play at 5 o'clock our time tonight, single elimination. The other side of the bracket is Cock County from our neck of the woods. They're 33-4, playing Liberty Creek 30-4. That's 63 wins on the floor in that game. They'll play at 8:15 tonight. So I was on a rant, for lack of a better term, before you got here. So I'm looking at these games, and so this one is 8:45. That's Middle Tennessee time. 9:45 here.
Yep.
All right. So they're not even going to play till 10 o'clock tonight. This last game, White County and Covington. Why in the Sam Hill? Then they got to turn right around and ask them to play tomorrow.
That's a Friday tip-off, so they'll have a rest day.
I stand corrected. My rant is over. I didn't read the notes. So, see, put it here. The old codger got corrected. So there you go. They play Friday. They have a whole day to rest. Never mind. Okay. So that wine session's over. I don't need any cheese to my wine. So, because I'm wrong. I stand corrected. Jimmy's down in Atlanta laughing. It's like, yeah, I stand corrected. So anyway, Boone plays tonight. First game out of the chute at 5 o'clock our time, 4 o'clock Middle Tennessee time. They play Dyersburg. What's the scoop on them?
I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to scout Dyersburg much myself either. As you said before, obviously they've got to be pretty good to get to this point. You don't really have any weak ducklings in Murfreesboro now, but the way it looks, I would think Boone's probably favored in this game. They were as high as number 2 in the state rankings throughout the course of this season. It kind of has a feel, to me at least. Now, maybe this is some ignorance because these are the 2 teams in this classification I'm more familiar with, but still, that Boone and Cott County could be on a collision course in the championship game of some kind here. Because obviously on the other sides of the bracket, they're the 2 best teams that I've seen in the area. Now, they're great teams all over the state. Might not mean all that much, but I would be very interested to see what that could look like come Saturday.
So they are 65 combined, adding this up right, 65. Yeah, Boone and Cock County are 65-7 combined. That's pretty strong.
That's pretty good.
Coming out of Northeast Tennessee. So Dyersburg's 25-6. Boone will play them. Cock County will play Liberty Creek. So apparently, they're nothing to sneeze at. They're 30-4. So, as I said at the outset of the show, there ain't no cream puffs in the state tournament. You got the best 8 because they earned the right to get there. Whether they got upset, whether the record doesn't indicate, doesn't matter. They got there because they went through the district, the regional, the sectional, and got done what they needed to get done to get to that point. So they're all good in my book. So the other side of the brackets are the other 2 teams, Alcoa and Tullahoma. And then, as we said, White County and Covington play that nightcap tonight. So it's basketball wall-to-wall starting today. Again, Boone and Dyersburg at 5 o'clock our time. And then Cock County and Liberty Creek plays at 8:15 our time tonight. That's our 2 local teams. And then the other team from our region would be coming up. North Green plays tomorrow. North Green at 28-7, taking on Middleton at 19-9. They play that one tomorrow. The 1As and 4As play tomorrow. 2As and 3As play today. So there you go. And the boys play next week. So Andrea Flores heading off to Mississippi State, 2,518 points, said in your all's article. So Loretto beat McMinn Central in the first 2A game. Junior Campbell's my stringer. He's on the payroll. Wonder what I have to do to pay this guy. So, I know. He likes Phil's Dream Pit. He likes barbecue. So Loretto wins. They beat McMinn Central, so Loretto moves on to play either Westview or York Institute. And McMinn Central's gone, so the next game up will be Westview and York Institute in single-A basketball. So, all right, let's talk about your Braves for a second. Tough news, Mr. Wentz out. It's another arm gone.
Yep.
So I was reading, they got Lopez, they got Strider, they've got, of course, Chris Stale. That's your front 3. Then you've got, who's the other one? Martin Perez going to try and make the staff. Who's that? Grant Holmes.
Bryce Elder.
That's it. I'm sorry, Bryce Elder. So But still, you got a banged-up pitching staff. So Wentz is gone for the year on a freak play. Stepped on the first base bag and wrenched his knee and tore his ACL.
Yep.
So
That's so Braves. It's
So
just,
Braves.
you already didn't have great pitching depth, and now you really don't have much depth in the rotation at all. At this point, you're praying for the rest of those 5 guys to all make 30 starts, effectively. And the only true depth that I've seen emerge out of spring training that hasn't gotten injured yet, knock on wood, has been the youngster J.R. Ritchie. Now, he's one of the top prospects in the organization. It's not necessarily a huge shock that he's looked good in spring training, but I would also rather not have to lean on him to make 10, 12 starts throughout the course of the year if he's not ready. Now, he might come in, shove, and prove that he's ready and, make me eat crow. But it still doesn't feel amazing, right, to have this so much pitching depth lost before
even starts.
opening day.
Yeah.
So
Before it even starts. No question. I agree with you. 100%. So the Braves have to go find an arm. I don't know who's still. I know Lewis. Let's see.
I think Lucas Giolito's still available.
He's still out there, yep. Let's see, who just signed? Oh, somebody just locked up somebody the other day. Went totally blank. Picture they just take. Mr. Baseball, I know that the Phillies signed Jesus Luzardo, got him off the. Somebody just signed a big long-term contract. Gosh, just talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it is, but anyway, he's off the tables. Doesn't matter. He's not available. So the Braves have to go looking. And I don't know where you go looking, and I don't know what's down on the farm, but you got to have some more arms. So, and then I also read they start out the season playing 13 straight games where they get a day off. So their pitching staff's going to be pressed right out of the chute. So Braves have their hands full. They're playing pretty well in spring training, what I can tell. The Reds, the other regional team, losing Hunter Green, their starter, their ace, till July with arthroscopic surgery for elbow chips, or chips in his elbow. And so he's out. So that's a big blow to the Reds' starting rotation. So it seems like maybe it's more arm trouble. I mean, you think all the technology and all the training and everything. They have all these zippity-dippity machines and formats and training tables and all this stuff these guys have now they didn't have before. Yet, I see more and more and hear more and more arm trouble.
To me, I think it's just an issue of we're pushing guys to the absolute limit of what the human body is capable of in terms of trying to throw a baseball.
100% correct.
As much velocity as we can get, as much spin as we can get, as much torque as we can put on an elbow, on a shoulder. It'll result in some injuries along the way because it's just so difficult to withstand that sort of force, that sort of pressure in a sense.
Yeah.
For
I agree with it.
Week after week, year after year, for years on end.
Yep. Couldn't agree with you more. I don't know how the guys back in the old days didn't get hurt.
I think it's because they weren't going max everything every pitch.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with it. They knew if I live in this 80 to 85% effort when in terms of fastball velocity, right? Let's say I'm going to sit, 90 to 92, but I have 95 for a big spot if I need it. But I'm not going to try and hit 95 every time I throw my fastball. Then that arm is going to live a lot longer healthily.
100%.
Just because you're not trying to, push it to the brink as much as you possibly can.
Agree with you 100%. So,
now, granted, I'm not a doctor. I was play well on TV, but that's my hypothesis.
Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, you got a guy out there throwing heat 100 miles an hour every pitch, and throwing the gas and can bring it, and it's okay. But it's, in the world of baseball, I think you'd have to look at it and say it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So these guys can throw heat 100 miles an hour for a year or so, then they burn their arms up. And so I would agree 100%. I think that's what it is. And, I got into this discussion with Dr. Justin Smith, one of our sponsors of physical therapy services. And he said a lot of the reasons why, this is apples and oranges, but still in the same ballpark, a reason why a lot of the high school kids get hurt all the time is they never give their body a chance to stop and rest and recoil. I agree with that 187%. Because they play, they get done with the school ball, then they go to travel ball. and they play travel ball all summer. Then they come back and they take a break for dead period for a couple of weeks. Of course, you only have to stop dead period if you're playing travel ball. But with school-related activities, you got to shut it down for two weeks in July, and then right back at it. Or they'll go from sport to sport to sport. And he made the point on the show not that long ago. He said, right now, who's down right now? NFL's off. They're resting their bodies. They're recycling. Baseball getting ready to crank up. They were off for the wintertime. So everybody has to get away and recharge their batteries, both physically and mentally. But the high school kids don't. They usually just go from sport to sport to sport.
Yeah,
and it catches up with them.
Yeah, and I'm a proponent of kids playing multiple sports. I don't think it's great as a general rule, to specialize. But even then, hey, we're trying to work different parts of our body here, and if we're a wide receiver in football, okay, we obviously, a lot of stress on the legs, on the hands. Hopefully we're not taking too many hits, but maybe we are, so there's that. You go become a pitcher, in the springtime for baseball, all right, that's a lot of arm, not as much, it's different areas of stress for different sports, and I think that can help alleviate a little bit of it, but obviously there still definitely needs to be some sort of built-in rest period for, a week or two here, a week or two there, just to keep kids fresh.
I agree with you 100%. So anyway, it's not going to change. It looks like they play more instead of playing less, but that's my take on it. And I see a lot of injuries around the high school rankings, and guys and girls, not just guys, girls too, get knee injuries and elbow injuries and arm injuries, and it is what it is. Of course, you don't see many injuries in softball with arms as you do baseball with pitchers. So anyway, Chipper Jones said he isn't allowing his kids to play travel ball. He wants them to play other sports and not burn themselves out. I understand that 100%. Mine was asked repeatedly to play travel ball. She said, no, I'm not going to do it. I want my summers off. I get that. Totally understand that. So, and when I played, long time ago, but I think it worked because we got done in basketball, instead of turning around next week and start working out, lifting weights, whatever, my coach said, we'll see you. So things got done in usually in West Virginia growing up, usually in March it was over. And so he would say, April, May, June, we'll see you July 1st. I don't want to see you. I don't want you to see me. I'm going to go be a daddy and a husband. I'm going to put in a garden. I'm going to do some stuff. And we'll go fishing. I'm going to go hunting a little bit. He said, then July 1st, come back in the gym. We're ready to go. We'll do a little limited summer workouts. He said, you guys need to have a summer. And looking back, I appreciated that. I know guys right now, won't name names, but I've run into them that are burnt out playing high school sports, went on to college, and their burnout is quit. He said, I'm tired of doing it. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Travel ball, I'm year-round playing. He said, I miss fishing, miss hunting, miss this, miss that, miss going to the lake with my buddies, miss all that because I got, and girls too. The girls have said they miss stuff growing up too. And so I've seen guys, more guys and girls just quit cold turkey because they didn't want to do it anymore because they don't have any downtime. And we push and push and push and push and push. So these teams that got beat in basketball, I guarantee, and I don't know their schedules, it won't be long before they'll start back up either tryouts or summer workouts or whatever. And, your body can only take so much, whether you're 18 or 28, whatever. Your body, God only made you to be able to take so much. So I know I'm preaching, but it's true. So all this is because Wentz stepped on first base, which had nothing to do. It's just a freak injury. But these arms that are going out, and not just the Braves, these other guys, these other teams too, I think Andrew nailed it. I think it's simply because they're overworked. And so their bodies can only do so much. So, Bam Adebayo, 83 points last night. Only one scored more than Wilt to Stilt. This guy averages 16 points a game on the average, and yet he scored 83 last night. So you watched some of it, you said the end of it was kind of a silly ending.
Yeah, it was. At the end we had, there's a scenario where Bam very clearly commits a player control foul. The Wizards player steps in, takes a charge pretty clearly, and just because, Bam's close to, Kobe's 81 here, Eric Spoelstra's going to challenge. And the thing that's funny, Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, is toward the bottom, if not at the very bottom, in terms of challenges. He just doesn't do it often. Well, I'm going to do it here, and just in the off chance they'll overturn it so we can get Bam another possession to try and score the basketball. We got that. We got the Heat trying to foul so they can get the ball back so Bam can get the ball. The Wizards just can't stop fouling everything in sight. That's how you end up with 43 free throws. Just the term I've heard used is unethical hoops.
Well,
It kind of was. No. Am I going to lose any sleep over it? Not
No.
particularly.
No.
It's not my team. It's not my record. It's, none of that. But it is, I don't know, easy to laugh at the ridiculous nature of it all.
well, I'm a coach, and I got Bam out there on the floor. The guy went to the free throw line 43 times. Now, at some point, as I told you when you sit down there, or went on there, at some point I would say, if don't even get close to him. I don't want him back to the free throw line. 43 times in one game, and he made 36. How do you get fouled that many times to go to the free throw line? Every time he got the ball, it's like somebody I didn't watch the game, but it has to be every time he got the ball, somebody hacked him or fouled him. To put him in the line 43 times, divide that by 4, that is what, almost 11 free throws a quarter. Yeah.
And I think the thing was, it was like early, maybe first 2.5, maybe 3 quarters, there were a lot of legitimate fouls on Bam. There were, him trying to work in the post, gets hit on the way up, normal stuff. But by the end, Bam was doing everything he could to draw a foul. He was
Crazy.
trying to, force contact or make something happen to get back to the line. So, yeah, it just ridiculous. Of all the guys in the NBA, he would not have been in my top 50 to break 80.
No, because he averages 16 points a game.
He's just not. Like, if you would have told me it was a Luka Doncic, a Kevin Durant, an Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham even, like, guys like that, I'd be like, it's still ridiculously impressive, but I can at least understand it. I did not see that coming in the slightest.
I think for me, it just shows even more that the product, aka the NBA, has been watered down. It's not the same. I don't care what anybody says. They can argue that with me all day long, and I'll sit and be glad to argue with it. But it's just not the same product it was. Certainly back when I was watching Bird and those guys. But even more recent, in the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, I think the product's been watered down, and I think it's going to continue to be watered down. Am I taking away from the talents of Bam? Adebayo? Absolutely not. 83 points is 83 points, but when you shoot 43 free throws, I can. When I read that this morning, I flashed back to my coach. He would say, if you go out there and foul him again, hypothetically, he's saying, I'll break your legs, I'll break your arms. I'm being silly about it, but the point is, don't foul him. Don't put him to the line 43 times. That's 10 free throws a quarter on the average. So at some point, I didn't see it, but at some point, again, the coaching strategy would be, don't even get close to him. Don't put him back at the free throw line. Don't foul him. So they did. They scored 83 points, which is a pretty cool stat. Only ones that ever scored more is Wilt. Had 100 back in 1962 against the Knicks one night. So, anyway, there you go. Big night last night for Bam Adebayo for the Miami Heat. So there you go. My Spurs, are they the team to beat this year?
They're toward the top. They're one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the league in terms of contending for a championship.
Wait a minute, stop. This is the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's try it again. Are my Spurs the team to beat this year?
Yes, along with the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Pistons have been really good out east. So has Boston. So there's probably those 4 teams that maybe you could put the Knicks in there as the teams that are true title contenders. But yes, the San Antonio Spurs are absolutely one of those teams that can do that. But you want to know who has the longest winning streak in the NBA right now? The Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, really?
7 in a row.
That's your team.
The longest. Now, I'll preface it by saying they've been playing a lot of bad teams in this stretch. They're beating up on bad teams, but considering it's the Atlanta Hawks, they don't always do that.
Yeah.
So to see them go on a run like this, Jalen Johnson's been really good. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's been really good. C.J. McCollum. It took him about a week or 2 to really kind of find his footing with the Hawks after being traded from the Wizards, but he's been playing some really good basketball. This is a legitimately really solid looking Hawks team right now,
Yeah.
which I'm pleasantly surprised by.
I couldn't even tell you the Spurs record. I say my Spurs. I'm not a bandwagon dude. I've liked them back since George Gervin and Tim Duncan, all those guys coming up through, and Tony Parker and all those guys. I couldn't even tell you the record. I just know I read that they're having a really good season. Then the last thing you look at in the world of sports, my boy Max Crosby goes to the Ravens, flunks the physical. So you go back, the Raiders shelved him back in December. He got mad. He said, because they put him on the injury reserve because he got hurt. He said, well, I'm not hurt. Y'all are just stonewalling so you can lose his last game and get Mario Mendoza as the is that right, Mario Mendoza?
Fernando
Mendoza. I knew it didn't sound right. Fernando Mendoza as the number 1 draft pick for the Raiders, and they did. Well, so he goes to get traded to the Ravens, and he flunks the physical. And the Ravens say, we don't want him because he's damaged goods, and I totally get that. They go out and sign Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals to replace Max Crosby. So now the Raiders are stuck with a guy who doesn't want to play with the Raiders necessarily, but he flunked the physical, so I don't know if anybody else will want him. So we'll see. But so now, again, they always get in the way of themselves. The Raiders right back in the headlines. It's not their fault. Crosby flunked the physical, so they goes back to the Raiders. I don't know if he wants to play there or not. So if you're the Raiders organization, do you shop him again? I mean, what do you do with this guy now?
I mean, I still think you trade him. I still think you probably have to wait till closer to the draft, which, Grant, from what I've kind of felt, read, all of that sort of things, it always felt more likely that a trade was going to have to happen closer to the draft anyway, before all this Ravens stuff happened, because he did end up undergoing some knee surgery. He just got off crutches pretty recently. So you probably needed to wait to try and make this deal happen till later anyway, because of the health of his knee and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, if you get a call from the Ravens and they say, hey, we're going to give you our first next month and a first next year for Max Crosby, yeah, I'd take that deal. I'd take that deal too.
Yeah.
But at that point, the impetus is not on you to make sure he can pass his physical. And I'm not even saying it's Max Crosby's fault. Once again, I think he's about 8 weeks removed from that knee surgery. So, he's going through his natural progress of rehab and all of that. I just don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like this in the NFL before.
Yeah.
It's a very strange situation. And now for Baltimore to go through restructure Lamar Jackson's deal this morning so they can go get Trey Hendrickson. I feel like I don't know what this would be, but I do feel like there has to be some kind of repercussion of some sort on Baltimore's side for the way they've handled this. What that looks like, I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very, very, very strange situation.
To say the least. Are you hungry?
Yes, sir.
What are you covering this week?
Let's see here. A lot of spring sports. I was at Unicoi Crockett softball last night. That was a fun pitcher's duel. Layla Bird, Madeline Delaney. I'll be over at Science Hill this evening. They've got a doubleheader. They got Brentwood Academy at 4 and Daniel Boone at 6:30. And I'll be doing a area baseball preview that will run the weekend or this weekend. So I've got a lot of spring sports the rest of the week.
We've got Cyclones Friday, Science Hill coming to town at 4 o'clock. They play tonight at 7:30. They move things around. They got this bad, rainy, cold weather coming in here tomorrow, and so they've moved things around. And so they are playing Providence tonight at 7:30 at Westridge, is what Elizabeth, who won last night 6-0 over Sullivan East. So they're 2-0 in the league. This is a non-conference. They're playing tonight, 7:30 against Providence at Westridge. So our next broadcast will be Friday against the Hill Towers coming to town. 4 o'clock first pitch. We'll do audio and video. And Monday, Crockett's coming. So it's Monday and Tuesday are the conference days. And so this next week, it'll be Crockett home and away. So that's our next broadcast of Cyclone Baseball. A lot of baseball. Man, and it really heats up in April and rolls right into the tournament.
Yep.
And you get on down the road and you blink and you'll be doing a preview for football. Promise you. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, no, it always seems like the spring sports, to me at least, they're almost every night, but they still feel like the seasons go, in my mind, the quickest.
Yeah.
And that's saying something 'cause I feel like football goes by pretty quick too. But you just kind of get yourself in the grind of the spring, and then you look up and it's time for the district tournament already. So, and enjoy it while you can.
There you go. How many days to kickoff?
164 days.
164 days to high school football. I promise you, here it is, March the 11th. You'll sit here and blink. It'll be jamborees and preseasons and all that.
Media
But we got
days and all that fun stuff.
a lot of sports between now and then. A lot of spring sports and softball, baseball, boys and girls tennis, boys soccer, and track and field right now. And they're in high gear. So, Andrew Smith, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
as
sir.
always. Axel Stein's going to make a little cameo right after this timeout. We're live here. We're on the road. We're here again at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. As soon as I find the commercial, we'll play it right here on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Great sponsors here on the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports from Northeast Community Credit Union. Credit Sense by Savvy Money. Tell me about this.
Yeah, that's basically just a term for checking your credit score for free. It does not affect your credit score when you check it. There is no impact whatsoever. It is a soft pull. It is through our home banking. If you're a member, you can log in through your home banking and then you can check your credit score for free. You can also get specialized loan officers on there as well. You can see how your credit score is calculated. You can see how your credit score is going to be impacted if you get a loan. You can go ahead and calculate that. You can get instant access to the factors impacting your credit score, such as the payment history, credit usage, all of that stuff. And the best part, there are so many articles under resources for saving money, for your future, for retirement, for planning. I mean, there are so many articles, short articles. If you have any questions about how to improve your credit score, it's on there. And this is just a wonderful feature. It is free. There is no charge whatsoever. So take advantage of that if you're a member with us.
BeMyCU.org. That's where you want to go. That's the starting point. Go from there to find out more about Credit Sense by Savvy Money from Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. He's here. Axel Steins.
Shines.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good on this Wednesday, March the 11th.
Beautiful outside. Nice and warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
toasty outside.
Toasty outside it is. It's toasty, yep. So you're here. You're doing 12
nuggets,
12
2
nuggets,
fries, and a large sweet tea.
Yep. 12 nuggets, 2 large fries. He's already eaten it all, and a large sweet tea. Papa Bear's eating a salad. And so school is out today. The juniors are taking the ACT. You're back in school tomorrow, right?
Right.
Yeah, so the
Where
juniors.
you'll be at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
You're right. I'll be there tomorrow eating some barbecue.
With owner Brian Pipkin.
You like barbecue?
Yep.
I know you do, yep. Nice ball cap. Show them your cap right there. There you go. So you having a
We
good...
matching ball caps, aren't we?
We're just buddies, aren't we?
Yeah.
So you're having a good school year, good semester? Everything
Yep.
good? Crystal Stein says, hello, Tom, and hello, Axel. So,
Hey, Mom, thanks for watching.
Hey, Mom, thanks for watching. So what you said?
She's grooming doggies today.
She's
so-
grooming doggies while you're over here having fun with your dad. So
and having fun with you.
you got it.
honestly.
We're buddies. So
Yeah.
how about that Cyclone basketball team? That was fun to be the manager, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. You know, me winning that district title, my first ever one, at least I now have a win against Coach McMeans of Tennessee High.
That's right. Axel got him a district tournament championship against
Yep.
Tennessee High.
Yeah, and we won over Granger in the regional quarterfinals at our place at John Tridway Gymnasium. We were 8-5 at home this season after starting 2-3 back from the Betsy Bash Holiday Tournament. Did you know that?
Didn't know that, no.
8-5 at John Tridway Gymnasium this season.
He's a stat machine. He is. So we're 8-5 at John Treadway. We
Yep.
lost to Greenville.
Yep.
We lost Evan Chambers. Got hurt towards the end of the game, which was awful.
Yeah, you know, the question will always be, What if
That's it.
we had Evan Chambers in those final minutes, but we did not, unfortunately.
Yeah. He was the leading scorer of the game, if you don't know what we're talking about. Blew out his knee or hurt his knee. I think it's still trying to be determined what's going to go with him. And so he had 17 points in the game. Got hurt with 3:45 to play in the game. Had 17 points, would lose by 5. So, yes, no discredit to Greenville, but if I was a gambler, I'd roll the dice and say, I think he could have helped get us over the hump to win that game, but it didn't happen. Wasn't in the stars, if you will. So now we do baseball, and you're doing school, having a big time. Won't be that long. We just looked it up. 164 days till the first football game. The Cyclone Walk.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, on the new turf, too.
On the new turf,
Yeah.
yes.
Have you seen it yet?
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing. Just walked on it a few days ago, and it was awesome.
It's awesome, yep. So that's what's coming. But right now we got baseball and
Yep.
softball and track and field and boys and girls tennis.
And also boys soccer.
And boys
Don't
soccer.
forget that, too.
I was going to say that. Yeah, boys soccer too. So, yeah, got all that. It's busy time in the spring. Axel's out there among them doing all kinds of cool stuff. So he is you going to be with me on the summer tour this year?
Oh, yeah, the summer road trip. You know,
Yeah.
I'll get to bring back my sign that says Axel Summer Road Trip with Tom Taylor for 2026.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
Yeah.
But we still got some school before we get out of school.
Yeah, I believe my half day will be on May 27th. Like, that'll be the final day of school that day. And then teacher work day will be on May 28th.
There you go. Thanks for coming by. Pals.
Thanks forever and ever.
Forever and ever. Love this kid. Axel Steins and his
Next,
mama.
next stop, by the way, will be around spring break.
Yeah, which is in a week or two. You'll be coming back on spring break. They're looking forward to having you. So, love him. This boy, love him to death. Love his mama, love his daddy. They're just good peeps. Your mama's cool and your daddy's cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm cool, too.
Oh, you are. You're the coolest
the
of the
star
cool.
of the show right here.
You are the star of the show, yes. You're cool as a cucumber. That's it. All right, quick break. Mr. Baseball's next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Axel Steins
shines.
There you go.
Even a district champion also shines, too, in basketball.
You got it. All right, quick break. Mr. Baseball's next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Mr. Baseball's in the house. Da 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 da
I'm
da.
gonna slide over.
Yeah. Well, no, I can move you over.
Okay.
You,
There we go.
You just broke my kneecap with the chair, so
Sorry.
it's okay.
Oh, that's
It's
why
okay.
my chair wasn't moving.
That's it, because
'Cause
my knee.
against your kneecap.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
Yeah. So
So I have to follow Axel Steins today. How do you
do
do
that?
that?
Yeah. It ain't easy.
I know.
He's a dandy.
He is.
Is your mother
Love Axel.
watching?
She's watching. Yeah.
Tom, you're so goofy. Well, I'm gonna walk with a limp now because your son just shattered my kneecap with his chair. No.
You're on the injured list.
You got a game today?
No, only day this week, thank goodness.
You work. You're busy, aren't you?
Oh gosh, March and April's unreal.
Sam Herron, one of the best umpires out there. So, yep, this is busy time for baseball and softball.
It is.
Cyclones play tonight at 7:30. They've moved it. Tomorrow's game's going to get washed, it looks like. So they moved it to tonight. They're playing at Westridge at 7:30 against Providence Academy. And you know the drill. It's church night, so we'll be in church house trying to learn more about the Lord because Lord knows I need it. We all need it. So our next broadcast, Science Hill, comes to town Friday, 4 o'clock, airtime 3:45. Bringing her out of retirement. Granddaughter London's running the camera. Audio and video.
She's coming out of retirement.
Oh, but it comes with a price. So.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh, it does. It comes with a
bet.
price. It comes
I
with
bet it does.
dinner and money and the whole kit. But that's
Yeah.
okay. She's
Where does she like to eat?
name it.
The last time I saw you with her, I think you were at McAllister's.
She likes McAllister. She
Yeah,
loves
I
here.
saw the two of y'all in there eating one time.
We're here all the time. She loves Chick-fil-A. And then we want to deviate, we'll go to Cracker Barrel or McAllister's. So, and she's the queen wherever she wants to go. That's how it rolls. You know that. You got a house full.
I understand.
You know that.
I do.
He had 3. 2 of them are gone. One of them's
Yeah.
no. One of them's gone. 2 of them are still around, right? In
Yeah,
essence.
Well, sort of. Yeah.
Kind of.
One of them's in Ohio. We don't
Yeah.
know where she'll end up, but
And then Mama. So he understands what they
Oh,
want,
yeah.
they get. We
Oh,
get
yeah.
it. So the Queen's going to be running the camera. So the other night it's hilarious because you don't know anything about baseball. It's 10-0 first inning. Says, when's this thing over? I said,
no.
I said, well, you got to go to the 5th inning. 5th inning? I'm cold. I said, I told you to wear a sweatshirt. So she said, when's this thing over? I said, I told you a while ago it has to go 5 innings. Well, it's 10-0 the first inning. Can I just call it off so we go home? I'm hungry. I said, no, it doesn't work that way. No.
Yeah.
So through the eyes of a 17-year-old. And that's okay. She's all right.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we got problems, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not really problems. We look at what's going on in the world, but in the sporting world, we got problems, I guess, in baseball. The Americans got beat last night
Yeah.
by the Italians.
Yeah.
Italy got us.
Italy is on a roll, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
So now we're trying to back our way into the quarterfinals, right?
Yeah. And the funny thing was, Mark DeRosa, the United States manager, made the comment before the game. He said, we're already in. This game really doesn't mean that much. Well, guess what? They weren't already in.
Yeah.
He thought they were.
I'm sure that hit the bulletin board.
Let me tell you what.
It would for me.
He had to backtrack after the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he came to the realization, if Mexico beats Italy in a low-scoring game tonight, the United States is going home.
That's it. That's it.
And, I mean, on paper, look at that team. There's nobody that should touch them. But Italy was just on fire last night. Michael Lorenzen pitched fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And Italy was just really on it. And, and let's face it, you got to love the story, the espresso machine in the dugout. Somebody hits a home run,
Tell the story. They may not know this.
Yeah, so Italy's got an espresso machine in the dugout. When the player hits a home run, he gets a little cup of espresso and like a suit coat jacket to put on, and that's how they celebrate the
home runs.
The home runs.
Yeah.
So he gulps his espresso and puts on a suit coat, and they celebrate. So
Yeah.
but it's cool, they have fun. They're out
Yeah.
there having fun.
Like grown-up boys.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're a good team. They have not been beat yet.
So we're down to sweating the win of the Mexico-Italy game tonight, right?
That's exactly right.
We got to pull for Italy, right?
We have to pull for Italy.
That's what I thought.
Exactly right. Yeah, we want Italy to win that game. That would put Mexico at 2-2 because they lost to the United States. So right now Mexico's record is 2-1. United States is 3-1. and Italy is 3-0.
Mhm.
So we want Italy to win that game. So the United States is not going to come in first in that pool, in Pool B. They're not
No.
going to come in first. They're going to, best they can do is finish second. And, yeah, nobody really saw this coming, I don't think. I think everybody thought, yeah, this first round's going to be a cakewalk. This round robin style is going to be a cakewalk. Well, it wasn't.
Including the manager, Mark DeRosa, didn't see it coming either.
I think you're right.
He jumped out there and was like, well,
Yeah.
we just punch our ticket, it's in.
Yeah.
Didn't happen that way.
It did not.
So
we have to pull for Italy tonight.
got to pull for the Italians. Now, I'm going to make this prediction. What's today? March 11th?
Yep, March
Okay.
11th.
You're going to watch a team get ripped right down the middle. Mark it down. Here we go. Randy Rosarina, Kyle Raleigh. Did you see that?
I did see that.
All right. They're on separate teams. Rosarina's with
Mexico. And Cal Raleigh's
Kyle
with the
Raleigh's
United
the Americans.
States.
They're teammates with the Seattle Mariners in the regular season, regular
Mhm.
baseball. Raleigh's our catcher. Rosarina's for the Mexicans. All right.
Yeah.
Comes up to the batter's box. Hey, man, how's it going? Kyle Raleigh didn't speak to him. Hey, man, how's it going?
He
reached
stuck his
down
hand out to shake hands, and Cal Raleigh just kind of ignored him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rosarina took, of course, it's in front of everybody. As he comes up to, before he gets in the batter's box, hey, man, how's it going? And reaches out to shake his hand, because they're teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And Raleigh snubbed him. So he said, I have no beef with Randy, but he's not on my team. I'm on the American team. He's on the Mexican team. So right now, in essence, we're not teammates. We are, once this is over, right now, he's over there and I'm over here.
Yeah.
So Rosarina went off on him. And so
He did.
So he had a profanity-laced response to that.
Yeah.
In Spanish or English, still profanity-laced. So the point is, here's what I'm going to tell you. Listen to me. I don't speak often, but I speak because I know what I'm talking about because I'm in the media. They won't let this die. They will let the media will fan the flames.
Yeah.
Because, in fact, Raleigh's even already said they're making a bigger deal out of this than it really is. He said, I was in the middle of getting ready. It was in the heat of the game. Really wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. I'm trying to flash signals, get ready. Give him, hey, man, how you doing? He said, look up out of the corner of my eye. And he said, I'm so focused. He said, I love Randy Rosarina. He's my teammate. But at that point, he said, quite frankly, I'm focused on this baseball game and not on shaking his hand. So Rosarina took exception to that. So the question in the story I read this morning, will this go away? It will not. It should, but it won't because the media, they love stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
They will not let it go. And so you can mark it down. It's going to be, it'll tear that clubhouse apart before it's all said and done because the media will not. You know how they'll do.
Oh, I know.
As soon as they get back to spring training, it's like, you still mad at him?
Yeah.
It's like, can we just leave
They'll be
this
asking
alone?
questions. That's right.
Over and over and over, trying to prime the pump.
Oh, yeah.
To keep it started or keep it going. It's already
Yeah.
started. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Now, was Kyle Raleigh wrong? Probably. Was a Rosarina wrong to come out afterwards and dog cuss him? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the media will not. They'll fan this flame. It won't go away. So we'll see if they can get over and above that. And of course, the manager Dan Wilson. Raleigh's already went to him and said, look, I got no beef with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm focused on the game. So
Yeah.
what's your take on all this?
Yeah, so I would like to think it wouldn't be a big story. You'd like to think, okay, it happened. Let's move on. But you know how people are; they can't let things go. So
The media gets paid to keep it stirred up.
they do. And Cal Raleigh said, I've reached out to him. We've talked. We've moved on. But you may be right. They'll keep it going and keep trying to do something until, and let's face it, the Seattle Mariners are a really, really good team.
Oh, on paper, absolutely.
So, they don't need something like this disturbing their clubhouse.
You don't
so I think Dan Wilson's going to be the key to the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to be
He's
the
going to have
mediator.
to do something about it.
Smooth the feathers.
Mhm.
So
Or nip it in the bud.
nip it, as Barney said. You don't think they don't fan the flames?
Yeah.
Let's take a step back and just look at the world events right now. Has there been a day in the last 2 or 3 months that the Epstein files doesn't come up? It doesn't go away. Doesn't mean it has to go away, but they fan that flame. They're on Kristi Noem. They're on Bondi. They're on Trump. They're on Venezuela. So the media, that's just what they do. They They don't let up politically, athletically, whatever. And so I'm not going to get into politics. I'm just saying the topics, once they get their teeth in, it's like a pit bull. Once they get their teeth in something,
Oh yeah.
they don't let up.
Yeah.
And so they're already starting to talk about the lockout in baseball. I mean, is it going to happen? And they're already starting to.
Yeah.
And that's
we've
basically
been
your
talking
way.
about that.
Well, but not every day.
Yeah.
But they're talking about it every day now. So.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's where we are. Randy Rosarina and Kyle Riley will have to sit down with Dan Wilson, hold hands, and sing Kumbaya, I think. I think it's what they'll need to do. I don't think it'll happen, but.
Love to see them doing that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Kumbaya.
So, my Lord, Kumbaya. So, spring training, too many games. We've talked about that. But right now, if you looked at it, who are the teams playing well, and does it matter? The teams are stinking it up. Are we concerned?
Yeah.
The teams are smoking it. Are we excited, elated? What's it mean?
I don't think you can get too excited about how well you do in spring training or how poorly you do in spring training. You want to peak at the end, though. I mean, you could start out playing really bad, and you do want to kind of finish spring training on a roll. I mean, you don't want to have a 7-game losing streak going into the opening day or anything like that, you know, because that would not be good. And that might be a sign, because by the end of spring training, you're doing things to try to win the games. I mean, early parts of spring training, up until about now, let's say, they've just been working on stuff. Pitchers are trying out new pitches. They're trying to make sure they got the command of their pitches. Hitters are tweaking a stance or something like that. They're trying all kinds of new stuff, and you just kind of work on that for the early days of spring training, and to see if it's something you're going to keep, something you're going to throw out. But about now, I think, is when the games really should start mattering a little bit, because it'll be more of a sign of what is to come for the regular season, I think.
Tough news for the Reds.
Yeah.
Tough news for the Braves. Let's start with Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Hunter Green, the ace.
Yes.
Chips in his elbow.
Having surgery today for bone spurs in his elbow and loose particles in his elbow. So.
Out to July.
Yeah.
The ace of the staff.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, because the Reds still have a good pitching staff, I think, even without their ace. But how much better off would they be with him? And I think a lot of people right now are kind of questioning from him, how long has he known about this? How long has he been dealing with this, and just now having
just
the
not
surgery?
saying.
Yeah. So I think that's been a little bit of a problem, and I was reading some stuff online last night about people are saying, the whole relationship between the Reds and Hunter Green is just kind of weird. They've talked about trading him. He's been in trade rumors. He's not been healthy really for a whole season anytime in his career, and he's lifelong Red so far, because they drafted him and developed him, and you want to see him there. You want to see him healthy. You want to see him at the top of that rotation, because, man, he is fantastic when he is on. And so I don't know. I don't know. I think there's a lot of questions for both the team and the player at this point.
Then the Braves get bad news. Wentz blows out a knee, covering a bunt at first base. He's out for the year.
Yeah.
So now they're down yet another arm.
Yeah.
So I read the starting rotation, if it starts today, and of course you got a couple more weeks before they break camp. You got Chris Sale, Renato Lopez, Bryce Elder, Spencer Strider, and a fifth guy. They're trying to look at Martin Perez.
Yeah.
So you got Wentz out, you got Waltrip out, you've got Schwellenbach out.
Yeah.
So that's another blow to the pitching staff.
That is.
And who do you go get? Giolito, is he still out there?
He's still out there.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah, he is still out there.
And he a lefty?
He is, yeah.
So
somebody's going to take him. He's just waiting for another injury, something to happen, and somebody else come calling. He may not get what he wants. As we don't know what his price is. He may have this astronomical number that he's looking for, and nobody's been willing to pay it so far. But if a team gets desperate enough, they'll come up a little bit.
They open that checkbook.
They will.
They need an arm.
That's right.
The movie star is watching. Hello, Baker. How you doing, lady? She is the queen, the movie star. Oh yeah. So she's a nice one. So Phillies signed Jesus Luzardo to a long-term contract.
Yeah.
Somebody signed somebody yesterday. I was trying to tell Andrew Smith. I could not remember. They actually signed him on Monday. It was a long-term contract. It was a guy they took off the shelf. Can't remember what team it was. A long-term contract. They said it matched. It may have been Luzardo, come to think of it, because they were comparing his contract to Ranger Suarez signed with the Red Sox because the Phillies lost Suarez. That's who it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't anybody else. Jesus Luzardo signed long-term for the Phillies. So if you're the Braves management, either you trade somebody at this point or you go dipping into the free agent, but there ain't too many.
Not too many out there still. Giolito's about the only guy you can go after, I would think.
Chris Bassett's still out there?
No, he signed.
He signed?
Yeah,
Okay.
so Giolito's about the only big name that's still there. You might look for something, that maybe we've not even thought about, but I don't know. But you're right, trades are about the only other thing you can do.
Yeah, because the
Give up
free
some
agent market's dried up,
prospects
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some prospects together and start making some phone calls.
Baker said you need to watch more TV or movies, I believe. Baker, you're the movie star. You're in. She is the Queen movie star.
The Queen movie star.
Oh.
All right.
She showed up last week at where I was Big John's and all her pageantry and glory.
Okay.
Just had an aura about her. Oh, yeah, the Queen movie star. Baker.
Yeah, I think last time I saw her, she was in the store one day and we spoke briefly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When she walks in, you know it. She's the movie star.
Okay.
Oh, she'll probably come up and throat punch her next time she sees me. Just bam. And I probably deserve it. So, the movie star. But anyway.
The movie star.
Yeah. And I compare her to, and I asked somebody this the other day and I never heard of Gilligan's Island. I said she's Ginger off Gilligan's Island.
Oh, Ginger off
the
Gilligan's
movie
Island?
star. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that I don't think she said no, in fact, I asked her, she never heard of the show, I don't think. So, Gilligan's Island. So, anyway. I had a kid the other day, never heard of Roadrunner. Meep.
Oh, really?
The cartoon
Wow.
Roadrunner?
Wow.
Are you kidding me? And Acme and Wile E. Coyote and never heard of it. Had no clue what I was talking about.
Wow. Yeah. So
Are we that old?
We're old, I
they,
guess.
Are they that out of touch?
I've got Gilligan's Island on DVD, the whole series.
Oh, absolutely.
It's only three seasons.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
My
Skipper.
kids have watched every episode.
Of Gilligan's Island?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who'd you like better, Mary Ann or Ginger?
Probably Mary Ann.
Mary Ann, she's more the all-American girl.
Yeah, she was.
She was, yeah. But
Ginger's the only one still alive.
Yep. They're all gone
Tina
except
Louise
her.
is the only one left. She's like 93 or 94.
Yep. Only one still alive in the series. And I thought about this too. Andy Griffith, the only one still alive, is Opie. They're all gone except him.
Yeah.
He was 72 on Sunday.
Yeah. The only other main character that I can think of is Eleanor Donahue, who played Ellie, but she was only on you don't realize it, but she was only on that first season and really only on about 6 or 7 episodes, I think.
Worked at the drugstore.
Yeah. So,
Ellie Walker.
Mm-hmm.
So she's still alive, and
she's still alive.
And Opie's still
alive.
He's 72.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're all gone, and Gilligan's Island's gone. Let's see. I did this. You ever watching these reels where they set them down, and it's what they were on the show, and
and
if
what
they're
they look
dead, they
like
got angel wings.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call that. So,
yeah, it's an AI thing they do.
Yeah. I catch myself watching that, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? I got more to do than sit and watch the Dallas TV stars.
Yeah, with angel wings.
Yeah, last night they had Fleetwood Mac, had Stevie Nicks and Christian, they had all the Fleetwood Mac people, and of course Christy McVie's dead, so she had her wings on. But that's an AI thing.
That's an AI thing. Yeah.
See, I don't know much about AI, but it to me seems a little scary because they can do things that.
It is.
I mean, they have abilities to do things that somebody said they can come up with something that makes me and you look like us and our voice.
Yeah.
And have us say anything we want to say, and I'm thinking
they can.
That is way. I mean, they can come out and say things we are diametrically opposed to or believe in or would never say that in a million years. So they can
have
do
video
that.
proof, and so they can say, "Yeah, that was you. Look at this. We got video."
Wow. How do you combat it?
I don't know.
I don't either. So anyway, that's what they've got. And so Steve Shipley says it's tournament time. It is. Loretto beat McMinn Central in that first game, girls basketball. Andrea Flores got Miss Basketball from Daniel Boone, the best 3A girls player in the state, and deservedly so. And they play at 5 o'clock tonight in the tournament against Dyersburg, which are in the western part of the state. Know nothing about them. I just know at this point, all 8 teams have got to be good to be there. So,
Yeah.
so
Just north of Memphis, I think.
Yeah, it's out on the western part of the state.
Yep.
So in baseball, in summation here, we're getting ever so closer. Evan Carter beating the skin off the ball, had a home run on Saturday and a grand slam on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so they are platooning now. I don't like this, but they signed Andrew McCutcheon like we said he'll go somewhere. We signed with the
And
Rangers.
he went to the Rangers.
And he's playing and he's producing, so it's a crowded outfield right now.
It is.
For the Rangers. I don't know how many they can. How many do they? On a big club, it's what, a 40-man roster?
It's 26.
26-man roster. Where do I think 40-man roster?
So they have a 40-man roster that they have. They can have 40 players on their roster, but only 26 of those can be active during the regular season.
So you have.
So they have a 40-man roster.
Right, but 26 are active.
Right, and you'll have minor league guys on that roster that the other teams can't come and claim.
So my question is, how many outfielders are they keeping at 26-man?
4, 5 at the top.
Okay, so you got Langford, McCutcheon,
Carter.
Evan Carter. There's another one's been playing some too. So, of course, he is projected to be the starting center fielder. So that's what I'm hoping.
Yep, that's what we hope for.
York is up 18-14 over Westview at halftime. Junior Campbell, my stringer. So he called me up the other morning and said some very nice things. Thank you, Junior, about our broadcast. He's very kind. So he's on payroll. He's my Sunday school teacher. So, and I thought, how can I pay him?
So
And
you pay him.
I know exactly how to pay him. He loves barbecue.
Okay.
He loves Phil's Dream Pit.
So have him on the show.
I'll be there tomorrow.
On the days that
I
you're
may bring him
first
out tomorrow and
there you
feed him.
go.
Him
Yeah.
and Sue.
Yeah.
What's funny is when Junior comes out there to eat, he's talking, he don't know nothing. Once the food comes,
He's all business, huh?
no communication. It's utensil to mouth, going hot and heavy.
Well, that place is pretty good. So
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Some good grub. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been on the show several times when you've been there, and it's not far from my house either.
No.
So that's really nice to be able to just take a little short drive and
Get some free food in the
get
process.
some free food in the process. That's exactly
Some
right.
great barbecue at Phil's.
Yeah.
And they're already, we'll talk about it tomorrow, they are taking pre-orders now for the smoked Easter hams, hickory smoked hams for Easter. Oh, out of this world good. So anyway, I know how to take care of Junior, go to his belly. Phil's Dream Pit. So you excited about baseball? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Ready to start the season.
It's like I'm sitting there every week thinking we're in a holding pattern. Let's get this thing going.
I know.
They play too many
kind of how it
games.
feels. So right now, I am really into the World Baseball Classic. Really into that. I've been watching those games because the ones in Tokyo have been on in the mornings when you get up.
Yeah.
So I've been watching some of those and then watching some at night. And that game last night, it just went too late. I went to bed before it was over. But
So Tawny's doing pretty good in the World Baseball Classic for
yeah,
Japan?
Japan's 4-0.
I mean, is he doing good?
Yeah, he's doing good.
I saw what he came out this year. His goal this year, to add to everything else, he wants to win the Cy Young now as a pitcher. And you know what?
He'll probably do it.
He'll probably do it.
He does whatever he decides he wants to do.
He may be the greatest of all time before it's
He
over
may
with.
be. He
I
may
mean,
be.
this guy, and what I like about him, so it appears, I mean, I'm not around him, but I watch a little bit. He doesn't seem to be too cocky.
Mhm.
Otani just plays the game, and, you know,
Mhm.
he has an interpreter, so, which
Yeah.
is neither here nor there, but he obviously before he talks, he thinks. He doesn't pop off, and he has a filter because he
Yeah.
has an interpreter, but he just plays the game. And apparently he's a great teammate. I don't hear
Mhm.
anybody going off about him being. So what he does, he incorporates and blends his offense into the team scheme. So he's not a showboat.
Right.
He just plays.
Yeah.
So he said, I want to win the Cy Young now above everything else. So
He's got, what, 3 MVPs? So
Yeah.
Might as well win Cy Young.
it's unbelievable. 3 MVPs.
Maybe he'll win 3 Cy Youngs.
Yeah. If anybody can do it, he can do it.
He can do it.
And he's so driven, and he's so methodical, and he's so. In fact, they compare his workout regime to Nolan Ryan's, which is a pretty good one.
Wow.
So they said, his leading up to the day he pitches now because he's back 100% after Tommy John. They said it's unbelievable his work ethic to get ready for his next pitching assignment.
Wow.
Over and above, he bats every day.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, some of those guys. Let me tell you, some of those old school guys now you talk about a work ethic.
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan would run the stairs in the stadium and do it pretty much every day.
Every day.
Except the days he pitched, of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he would run the stairs. And Steve Carlton, one of the things that he used to do, he had this barrel of rice that he would stick his arm in and move his arm certain ways inside a huge barrel of rice, like a 50-gallon barrel of rice that he would stick his arm in, and it would work as resistance and strengthen his arm. Oh, he's left-hander.
Southpaw.
Yeah, so
just stick it in there and
stick
twist
it in there,
around.
and do something with it. I don't know, but he was known for that. He had this big barrel of rice that he had.
So it wasn't water, just dry rice.
Yeah, just dry rice.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and I guess it gave him the resistance that he needed, and he got into martial arts too, just to strengthen himself, just to get in better shape.
I'm not laughing at you. Junior said you even need an interpreter, Tom. There went that food out the window. So.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Take that.
Sorry, Junior. There goes your barbecue.
Yeah, wait till I see him at church night. Sue, you were going to go to the Phil's, but Smarty Pants says I need an interpreter. So, but when I'll go up to Junior now and say, you'll understand me loud and clear. You're not going. Oh, yeah. It'll be easy to understand tonight, Junior.
That's funny.
I get right up in your nose and go, you're not going now. So he'll understand. He'll hear me. So anyway, it's good stuff. So Carlton would put his left arm, his throwing arm, into a barrel of rice and move it around.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what he did, but he was known for that.
Wow. So anyway,
some way to strengthen his arm.
They compare Ohtani's workout regime to Nolan Ryan. It's a pretty good one to compare it to.
Yeah.
The Ryan Express.
Yeah.
So good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Anything you want to leave us with?
So, I've been seeing a lot of stuff, and this is odd because we've already gotten through all this, but I've been seeing a lot of stuff about players that we think should be in the Hall of Fame that are not. There's a lot of polls out there right now. They're trying to poll fans to say, who do you think should be in the Hall of Fame who is not in the Hall of Fame? And I saw one yesterday, and it said you could vote in 4 of these guys. There were like 12 options on there, and it said you could vote for 4 of them. Well, the funny thing was Jeff Kent was on the thing, and I'm like, Jeff Kent's already in. He's going in this year. But, as I looked at the options, first one was like Joe Jackson. Well, Joe Jackson definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, I believe. The other ones that I chose were Dale Murphy. I think that's just I think if you were around in the 80s and you had WTBS back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Dale Murphy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. There was no other player like him except maybe Mike Schmidt in the decade of the 80s.
Yeah, I would agree.
And he definitely deserves to be in. And then the other ones that I thought of that were on there was Thurman Munson and Lou Whitaker.
What I think they're trying to pound the drum to expand get more in the Hall of Fame is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do, maybe, and I get it, but and the funny thing is, there's somebody that has started a Hall of the Very Good.
No.
I saw it online the other day, and I thought, oh my goodness. I mean, what's the criteria for that? Not in the Hall of Fame, I guess, and better than most, but I don't know. Hall of the Very Good.
I think your 2 picks will be spot on, Dale Murphy and Thurman Munson, the late Thurman Munson. So you think any of the Reds that are on the Big Red Machine, are they on the Hall of Fame?
So I think Concepcion deserves it.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
And he's not in.
No.
I think he deserves it.
Cesar Geronimo?
Yeah, defensively for sure. I mean, you can make an argument that offensively he maybe didn't put up the numbers to get in.
But Concepcion did it both.
Yeah, he did. Concepcion, I think, deserves to be in for sure. I'd like to see George Foster in, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. But
he's not in the Hall of Fame?
He is not.
I didn't know that.
No, he is not.
George Foster's not in the Hall of Fame?
He's not.
Good night. Well.
Yeah. So, I would like to see him in. I think his numbers somewhat compared to some Hall of Famers. He might be a little bit low on some things, but yeah, you would think he would be in, but he's
Absolutely.
not.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not.
Mr. Baseball. Abs. Oh, I watched Andy last night.
Did you watch Andy last
night? Yeah, came on last watched Andy. It's the one where Opie gets a crush on Helen.
Oh, yeah.
And so he goes out and buys a pair of nylon stockings. And so,
oh, yeah.
So Andy finally pumps him. He thought, okay, who you getting this for? And he said, well, I can't tell you. And she's older than me. And so he said, what'd you get? And he took his 64 cents, went on, got 2 more pop bottles, got enough to get. So Andy opens up, and it's a pair of nylon stockings, hose. He's like, and so he found out it was going to Helen. And, of course, Opie gets on the phone in the sheriff's office.
And Barney's telling him.
And reading poetry to Helen. And he let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, yeah.
And so Barney says, Barney. And so he hangs up and goes to Helen's house, and she calls the sheriff's office and jumps on Barney. He said, I'm taking back for you. So I'm taking back for you, too.
Yeah.
And so it was great. And so Andy goes over and smooths it over.
Yeah.
With Opie and Helen.
Yeah.
And then I watched the other episode, which is, to me, one of the best. It's Gomer and Thelma Lou's cousin came in town.
Oh, Mary Grace.
Mary Grace.
Yeah.
And they were going to go to the dance.
Yeah.
And so he got up. They got introduced. He got up and left him on the couch.
Yeah.
Went out the door. Mary Grace went in a funk and went back in the room. They all went off to the dance, and they fought the whole time.
Yeah.
They come back
because Gomer had left her.
Gomer left her and went to buy her a Corsage.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Grace. Come back, got you a Corsage.
Yeah.
And he said, you the only one didn't have one. I want to go. You went and got that for me? Yes, I did. You need your Corsage.
Yeah, you need to be adorned.
You need to be adorned. That's what he said. So they start dancing. They go, and of course, the other 2 couples, they go off. It's miserable.
Yeah.
And they get mad and they come back
home.
home.
Back, and then they see them.
They hear the music on the sidewalk as they're walking up, going, what in the world? And they open, and he says, she is nice. She is nice. And so it ended good. Mary Grace and Gomer dancing with their Corsage. You need to be adorned. I forgot about that.
Adorned, yeah.
How can you not love Andy Griffith?
I know.
I bought the box set. I got all.
I've got it all. I bought them season by season. I should have waited until they all came out like that, but I didn't.
I bought them.
So
eight season box set. You know, the color ones towards the end. I guess season 7 and 8 with the colored versions. They're pretty good. I mean, Barney was gone.
They're different.
Yeah.
But I still like them. A lot of people don't like them.
I like them. What's the new sheriff? He's a doofus too.
Oh, Warren.
Warren. He's not very smart.
Yeah.
He's a little high strung.
One of my favorite episodes actually is one of the color ones, and it's called Dinner at 8.
Yep.
It's the one where Andy has to eat 3 spaghetti suppers that night because Goober has messed up his messages. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Andy Griffith.
And I actually watched one this morning. I watched the one where the carnival was in town and Opie was trying to win the razor for his dad with the shooting gallery, and they were crooked. So Andy goes and puts down a quarter, and he misses all the time. He realizes the sights are bent. So then he figures out the gun, and he goes back and wins everything they got. And Helen's walking around carrying all crock pots and all this stuff. She's won coffee pot, all kinds of stuff she's won. Because Andy's won everything. And they said, we're shutting down. He says, no, you're not.
You ever been over to the museum?
I have, yeah.
Over at
in Mount Airy?
Mount Airy.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go, folks.
Yeah, it's
worth
great.
The trip.
Yeah.
There's a museum over there of Andy Griffith, and it's worth, it's like $8 to get in. It's worth the drive. And went to Snappy's lunch.
Yeah.
Took the girls there to Snappy's.
Yeah.
And went into jail, took pictures of the jail.
Yeah, and it is lunch. You can't go for dinner because it's closed.
It's closed. They close at 2 o'clock every day, 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then you had.
Did you get the pork chop sandwich?
I did.
Did you?
It was awesome.
I had a cheeseburger there. I didn't get the pork chop sandwich. I had a cheeseburger.
It was awesome.
Cheeseburger was really, really good.
And then you can go down and the sheriff at the jail down there. We can go down, sit behind Andy's desk, get a picture.
Yep.
It's awesome. If you've not been to Mount Airy, that's a quick trip, 2 or 3 hours over there. It's a day trip to go to Mount Airy and go through the Andy Griffith Museum. Worth every penny of it.
They've even got tours in a squad car.
Yeah.
I didn't do that, but they had them, yeah.
And I went by his home where he lived. And you can actually rent it and stay all night at Andy Griffith's house.
Okay.
So didn't do that either, but
yeah.
So, but every store up and down that, whatever name that street is all Andy Griffith souvenirs.
Yes.
T-shirts, magnets, anything Andy
Everything.
Griffith, you can get it from Mayberry to Andy Griffith. So,
There's even a Floyd's Barbershop there. You can get a
Had my-
haircut at Floyd's Barbershop.
yeah. And, of course, I go in and sit down in the chair, get my picture taken. He said, I really would like to cut your hair. I said, you ain't touching my hair. He said, he said, we'd video it. I said, we ain't video nothing. And the guy looks like Floyd. It's not Floyd, but it looks a little bit like him, but it's actually Floyd's Barbershop. So most of the Andy Griffith show was taken from real-life people, real-life scenarios in Mount Airy, including the barbershop. But, I sat down and he said, man, boy, we're going to have fun with this. No, we're not going to cut our hair. We're just getting a picture taken. Oh, yeah, so good time. Yep, and nappies.
Yeah.
And we went to I thought going down to the filling station pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
Wally's filling station.
Yeah.
Go in and there it is, and good stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
Mr. Baseball, back here next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Get you some lunch.
All right.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this from who? I can't see him. Let's do it. This one right here from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Everything in the store is half off right now at Cannon's in downtown Elizabeth. And the Tom Bailey Sports Show. A lot of furniture stores. Why Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, sir?
We have a lot of reasons. We're homegrown. Our kids are in the local schools, local sports. We support as many as we can. We take our money, goes to the local banks, stays in the local banks, and you support local. The money just turns around and just refunded right back into the community. We've been here a long time, and we are proud to be in Elizabethton. I would never move anywhere else. We love this town, and our kids love this town. It's unusual. Chris and Eric, when they were little, 6, 8 years old, they come to us and say, I don't never want to leave this town. I want to always live here, and they both live here. And you couldn't beat them out of Elizabethton, I don't think. So, we live in a great area. We were great people. It's just a great place to live, and we're glad to have a business here.
Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy. Hours are open.
Open 10 to 6 during the week, 9 to 5 on Saturday. We can't open on special hours. If somebody needs a late at night appointment, we can do that. So,
how do we find you on social media?
Just put in Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. You'll see Facebook. Our Facebook page comes up. Now on Facebook each week, we do 10 to 15 specials. It's just super deals. So check that out. And then of course our website is cannonshomestore.com. Great website. It's getting better. We are working on it, and it's a good website now, but it's going to be even better in the future.
Great sponsor, the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, shop and buy it in Betsy downtown at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. And back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, let's run down what's going on in college basketball right now. It's tournament time. They're underway. So in the in the SEC tournament, it is tied up 14-14 first quarter, or rather first half. LSU and Kentucky. That's the first game of 4 today. Auburn, Mississippi State next. Then comes tonight Texas and Ole Miss and Oklahoma and South Carolina. So it's a basketball junkies delight now for the next couple of weeks. And so right now, again, it's 16-14. UK just took the lead. Kentucky leads by 2 in the first half. In the Big Ten, it's at halftime. Maryland leads Iowa 26-25. First half action in the Atlantic Coast Conference ACC tournament. You've got North Carolina State leading Pitt by 1 in the first half. And so that's what's going on there. Let's see. First quarter, Big 12, Iowa State all over Arizona State, 13-2. In the Big 12 tournament, just got started there. And so that's what's happening in all the tournament action. Got everything else coming up later on today. So we're going to run them down for you. So you have, again, the SEC, Kentucky, LSU playing right now. Kentucky back and forth leads by 2. Number 12, Auburn. Number 13 seed Mississippi State plays at 3 in Nashville. Winner of that gets Tennessee tomorrow at 3. So all eyes will be in the Auburn-Mississippi State game. Tonight, the night session, it's Texas and Ole Miss. Number 10, Texas. Number 15, Ole Miss at 7 tonight in Nashville. Then we'll wrap it up with number 11 Oklahoma. The Sooners taking on the Gamecocks of South Carolina, 11 versus 14 seed. That'll start tonight at 9:30. All those again at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got them all for you. Let's see. Take care of that. Take care of that. Syracuse firing their basketball coach. Adrian Autry is gone. They finished 15-17 in the season, 6-12 in the ACC. So he replaced the legendary Jim Boeheim. After 47 years as a head coach, they bring in Adrian Autry, who played for him and also his assistant. Did not get it done, got fired, looking for a new coach at Syracuse. All right. Let's see. Big Ten tournament, day 2. Here we go. Who's playing today? Big Ten. Let's take a look at it. Starting at noon, it's underway. We gave you that score. Maryland and Iowa. Later on, that's 17th seeded Maryland, 9th seeded Iowa. Coming up after that will be the 12th seed Washington and the 13th seeded Southern Cal Trojans. Tonight, the night session, number 10 seed Indiana, number 15 seed Northwestern plays. And then the nightcap will be number 11 seed the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the 14th seeded Rutgers basketball team tonight. That'll be in the Big Ten. All right, in the Big 12, we told you underway, Iowa State, Arizona State. Next will be the 8th seed Central Florida and the 9th seed the Bearcats of Cincinnati. The night session, the number 7 West Virginia Mountaineers take on the number 10 BYU Cougars. And the nightcap will be number 6 TCU, the Horned Frogs, and number 11 Oklahoma State. Playing, that's in the Big 12 going on later on today. All right, so the ACC, let's see who's playing there. We told you the game underway. NC State and Pitt. Up next will be Louisville, number 6 seed Cardinals, and number 11 seeded Mustangs of SMU at 2:30. Hello, Patsy Lyons. How you doing, lady? The night session, number 8 seed Florida State, number 9 seed California. Then the last game tonight, number 5 seed Clemson, number 13 seed Wake Forest will get after it. So that's we have all the updates tomorrow. We'll be at Phil's Dream Pit. And we're going to have Jeff Beverly on talking about Tennessee sports. The heat's on. They continue to bang the drum that they want Danny White to get rid of Kim Caldwell. I don't see it happening. I could be wrong. I have nothing to base it on. I just don't think they're going to let her go yet. I think she's going to clean house, get rid of some of the players down there that maybe not singing off the same page for her. And then, of course, they got the NCAA tournament next week. I feel confident they'll go. They're going to be an 8 or 9 seed, I think. But I just feel confident they're going to make the tournament. And after that, we'll see what happens. But it is what it is. So the Lady Vols, they say in disarray. I don't think they're in disarray. They're having growing pains. That's what I would say. But anyway, let's see what's going on in some local sports before we get out of here. Compliments again of the Johnson City Press. Cyclones, Red Schlegel, 6 innings, 1 hit ball. Struck out 9 yesterday. They won 6-0. Ryan Casting hit an RBI double in the second. J.D. Hooks and Carter Reese also had 2 hits for Betsy. Peyton Lingerfeld's 4th inning single was the only hit for the Patriots. They've had 2 hits in 2 games, and both of them are Peyton Lingerfeld base hits. So the Cyclones outscored them 21-0 in the 2 games and allowed only 2 hits total, and both of them from Peyton Lingerfeld. All right, let's see what else in baseball. Unicoi County beating West Green 5-3. Brooks Barnett went 2 for 3 with an RBI. Colby Jones got the win on the mound, striking out 9 in 5 innings. So that's your baseball that we have to report to you. Soccer, Science Hill won 13-0 over Westridge. It was Portland defeating Elizabethton 3-1 in soccer. In softball, Elizabethton beat Johnson County 21-0. Lacey, Gobble, Brooks Sparks, Adrian Hitting all had 3-hit games. Gobble struck out 11 in 4 innings. In the circle for the Lady Cyclone softball. So they won 21-0. University of High beat Happy Valley 14-4 in softball. Reese Williams 4 for 4, double, 4 runs scored, and 5 RBIs for the Lady Bucks. University of High beat Happy Valley 14-4. Emily Miller went 2 for 3 with an RBI for the Lady Warriors. Unaka softball. Unaka beat Chuck Udoka 11-10. McKenna Blackwell, Devlin Harder, Brooklyn Campbell, and Ariana Collins all had at least 2 hits for Unaka. They beat Chucky Doak 11-10. Molly Buckles had the infield single to score the go-ahead run. She went 4 for 6. Unaka held off Chucky Doak in softball 11-10. Daniel Boone softball beat East 12-0. Peyton Gwynn in a grand slam in the bottom of the 5th. Mercy Rule. Audrey Easley 2 for 3 and a double in the losing calls for the Lady Patriots. And the big matchup yesterday was Crockett and Unicoi County. Leela Bird took the loss. 2 runs, struck out 8. Delaney got the win for Crockett. 7 hits, 13 strikeouts. So Crockett beats Unicoi 2-1 in a dandy. In Crockett, or in Jonesboro at Crockett, in softball yesterday. So that was some good stuff there. Now, before we get out here, I want to remind you what's going on at Double C. Got a brand new shipment in. Double C Western Supply. Brand new shipment of shoes and purses for the spring. A new cologne called Outlaw. They got that in now. They now stock and carry bib overalls for both adults and kids. Everybody needs to have a pair of bib overalls. Robert, you got a pair of bib overalls? Hey, Robert, you wear bib overalls? Bibs? You wear bibs? You got a pair? She got a pair? We need to get Axel a pair of bib overalls at Double C Western Supply. Everybody needs a pair of bib overalls, including Axel Steins. They've got those in now. They're carrying bibs at Double C. They've got the Kimes Ranch and a new supply of Kimes and Huey ball caps. They got some new area wrinkle-free dress shirts. I get all my shirts from Double C, including this one I got on. They got new jeans for ladies at Double C, area jeans for ladies. Boot cut, straight leg crop jeans, trouser jeans, and tomboy relaxed straight leg jeans. Brand new from Ariat at Double C Western Supply in Elizabethton at the Cowboy Store and more. They got 2 new boots. They got a wheat tan boot, square-toed, and they've got a brown crocodile colored boot now at Double C Western Supply. Well, that's our strikeout sponsor of Cyclone Baseball. So Red Schlegel struck out, 9 yesterday? Cole Crosby struck out 6 the day before. They play tonight at 7:30. They moved the game. And so it's a Wednesday night game. We'll be at church at Pleasant Beach Baptist tonight. We will be back with you on Friday. Science Hill coming to town. Be a good one. Hilltoppers and the Cyclones at 4 o'clock on Friday is the start time as of now. The weather's moving everything around. Got colder weather coming in tomorrow. It is Redbud winter, so it'll be cold for a couple of days, then warm it up. So there you go. Quick break. We'll be right back to close it after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City.
Double C Western Supply in Elizabeth and your Cowboy store and so much more. We have shoes and boots for guys and gals. We have kids' boots and shoes for the little people, too. Ball caps, Marriott Wrangler, and a large selection of Huey. We have purses, billfolds, handbags. We carry a full line of Montana Silversmith jewelry. We have both Lane Frost and Huey cologne and perfumes. We even have several styles of rugs to choose from and a large kids section full of boots and shoes and jeans and dresses and even stuffed animals. And jeans, and more jeans, both work and casual for guys and gals. Ariat and Wrangler in all sizes and styles. T-shirts for men, women, and kids. For cold weather, we have fleece tops and sweaters. And racks full of men's shirts, including the George Strait line from Wrangler. Short sleeve and long sleeve shirts for men and women. Vests and jackets for the cold days and nights for the guys and the ladies. We have a full line of tack and cowboy hats for cowboys and cowgirls, along with belts and a great selection of saddles. So you see, it is a cowboy store and more. Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street, Elizabethton. Find us on Facebook and at doublecwesternsupply.com.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Oh, really? There you go. Before we get out of here, let's tell you about the National Hockey League last night. The Predators beat Seattle 4-2. The Carolina Hurricanes, the Caniacs, 5-4 in a shootout over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Other winners last night, Boston and Buffalo in Florida. In Montreal, the New York Rangers, Columbus, the Islanders, Dallas, Minnesota, Anaheim, and the Edmonton Oilers all get wins last night. Busy night in the National Hockey League. 2 on the ice tonight, Washington and Philadelphia against the Flyers, and Montreal, the Canadiens, and Ottawa against the Senators. That's going to be the schedule limited tonight for the National Hockey League. We'll be with you tomorrow, we will, at Phil's Dream Pit. Oh, boy, the quest for perfect barbecue. Can't wait. We'll be taking orders out there for the hickory smoked hams for Easter. Easter's coming up in 2 weeks, is that right? 14, see, Saturday will be, let's double check. I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most. Let's see, this Sunday will be the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. So it's 3 weeks. 3 weeks from Sunday will be Easter. Hard to believe. So they're taking orders for the hickory smoked Easter hams at Phil's Dream Pit. We'll be there tomorrow broadcasting live. It is 76 degrees right now outside. That is crazy. Why is it crazy? Because tomorrow's high is going to be, what is it, like 45? It's going to drop about 30 degrees tonight. Yeah. AM rain to snow, which is not going to do anything. It's not going to stick when it's 70 degrees. But tomorrow's going to be 49 and 27. The high tomorrow is 49. The high today is a record high of 81. It's going to drop about 40 degrees between now and tomorrow. And so we'll be tomorrow bundled up and ready to go. We'll be live again at Phil's Dream Pit. Friday, we'll wrap up the weekend at Food City and Gray on the Food City Friday. Next week, next Monday, 19 degrees overnight. Wow. So we're not done with winter yet, although the colder temperatures. Monday night's low is 19, Tuesday night's low is 20. Phew. But nothing as bad as that 2 below a couple of weeks ago on my back porch. I thought, ain't no way they can have that. Let's wrap up the show with a verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Today, no different, of course. Great verse. They're all great. And it goes like this out of the book of Jeremiah. With God, nothing is impossible, because he is the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the first and the last, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. Here's the verse. Jeremiah 32:27 says, I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? That answer, very simply, no. There's nothing too hard for him. The problems we face are opportunities for the Lord Jesus to prove that he does whatever we can't. Whew. Thank you, Lord. The problems we face are opportunities for the Lord Jesus to prove that he does whatever we can't. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Because I don't deserve it. That'll do it. Well, thanks again to our guest, Mr. Baseball, Greg Salyer. Also, Andrew Smith, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. Thanks for you watching the show. Back at it again tomorrow. We'll be at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue again. Cyclone baseball tonight, 7:30 at West Ridge against Providence Academy. Of course, our first track meet is Tuesday. Yeah, you got it. 49 the high, 19 for the low Tuesday. It's Redbud winter. So here's the bad part about this, and I say this every spring when we get this false sense of security. All these trees and flowers are blooming out. I already got my Easter lilies have come up. The crocuses have come up in the yard. Some of the trees starting to bloom out. So all this is going to get nipped back because we got back-to-back nights of below freezing. What did I say, 20 on Monday night, 19 on Tuesday night? So it's going to be 27 tomorrow night? So got some chilly weather coming back in here, and that's the bad part because it nips everything back. Our fruit trees. Unicoi County apple tree farmers hold their breath every year, hoping that this doesn't happen. So let's see what we got here. Yep, 27 tomorrow night, 19 Monday night, 20 Tuesday night. Oh, Monday there's 80% chance of rain, so I'm figuring our baseball game, if it doesn't get rained out, it'll be cold out, but we'll see. We got Monday night against Crockett. Our next one will be Friday. It'll be sunny and windy, but we'll be there. If they're there, we're there on Friday at 4 o'clock, 3:45 airtime when the Hilltoppers come to town. So there you go. That's going to do it. Thanks again, and thanks Movie Star for watching, and Junior and Patsy and Andy and all the folks watching the show. Thank you. Be sure and like it and share it. Appreciate y'all. Had another record month last month. We surpassed last year's numbers. Last year was a record. So almost 80,000 views last month. So thank you. And I don't take that lightly. I appreciate beyond words the fact you all watch this show. And then go back and watch it tonight. A lot of folks watch it in the evenings. I just appreciate you watching it. So we just come in here and talk a little sports. We don't have the market cornered. We just talk a little sports. It is gratifying to know that Facebook wants to monetize us now, start paying us to run commercials on our show. Problem that is what they want to run, and I'm not going to succumb to that. They want to run DraftKings, the gambling stuff, and I'm not going to do it. And they wanted to run, Samuel Adams Logger? Don't think so. So, but it's gratifying that we reached the point that we're now, we can be monetized by Facebook. But that's, it is what it is. All right, back with you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. If you don't have a church home, come tonight and join us. If you're not going currently to a church, we'd love to have you at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, across the river on Watauga Road. And so we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours till we greet you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. From Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Until then, we'll say as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2461. I think Baker's going to help me pull off this 2,500 show celebration. I think we had talked about that. Hope that's the case. That's a ways away. But we're at 2461 today on this 11th day of March. See you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show.